I'm Riley Griffin. I have a lot of questions to share with you today, so let's start. Okay, so what is the biggest black hole found so far? Well, in 2008, they found a black hole that had a mass of 18 billion suns inside a bright distant galaxy called OJ287. But there might be a second one there too, so their calculations would be off. The biggest individual black hole so far is 10 billion times the mass of the sun. How big could a black hole get? Two scientists think they have calculated how big a black hole could get. We haven't found one this big yet, but they think the absolute limit is 50 billion times the size of the sun. How? Well, as the black hole sucks more stuff in, it gets bigger and it gets more gravity. So as it sucks stuff in, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it gets more gravity. Think of it as Play-Doh. The black hole is one big glob of Play-Doh. When it sucks in another big glob of Play-Doh, or another big glob of Play-Doh gets stuck to it, like a planet or a star, then the ball of Play-Doh gets bigger and is able to suck in more Play-Doh. Okay, next question. What is the smallest black hole found so far? NASA thinks they may have found the smallest black hole. Now, if the guy who found its calculations are correct, this black hole is located about 16,000 to 56,000 light years away from Earth. Now, a more dead-on distance hasn't been determined yet. The black hole itself is only about 3 times the mass of the sun, and the diameter is only 15 miles, which means the star itself is just big enough to form a black hole. Next, how do black holes form? Black holes form from the remnants of a supernova. What happens is a big star, usually 20 to 30 times the size of our sun, explodes into a supernova. Then the supernova starts to collapse on itself until nothing is left except an incredibly dense thing called a black hole. How do black holes die? Yes, even a black hole dies at some point. So what happens is the black hole has radiation. But as time goes on, it starts to run out of radiation. So as the radiation level gets smaller, so does the black hole. When there is no radiation left, the black hole just kind of evaporates. However, the time scale for this is extremely incredibly long. A black hole of the mass of the sun will take more than a billion times the age of the universe to evaporate completely. This has been Black Hole Stuff by Riley Griffin.